Imagine a world governed by gods of immense power, where the actions of mortals could lead to eternal bliss or eternal damnation. The ancient Greeks lived in such a world, their mythology filled with tales of both glory and retribution. Today, we delve into the shadowy corners of this mythic universe to uncover the tragic fates of Greek sinners, those who defied the gods and were banished to darkness. In the annals of Greek mythology, few figures are more notorious than Sisyphus. Once the cunning king of Corinth, Sisyphus believed he could outwit the gods themselves. His crimes were many, but it was his final deceit that sealed his fate. For betraying Zeus by exposing one of the king of gods' secrets, he faced an ingenious punishment: to push a boulder up a hill, only to watch it roll back down each time he neared the top. Forever trapped in this futile endeavor, Sisyphus became the embodiment of pointless struggle, his eternal labor a reminder of the futility in defying cosmic order. Next, let us consider the story of Tantalus, a king whose wealth and privilege brought him close to the divine. Tantalus's hubris grew unbearable, leading him to commit an atrocity against the gods themselves. He slaughtered his own son, Pelops, serving him as a gruesome feast for the Olympian deities. For this heinous act, Tantalus was condemned to a singular torture. Standing in a pool of water beneath fruit-laden branches, he was eternally denied sustenance. Each time he reached for the luscious fruits, they would recede from his grasp, and when he attempted to drink, the water would vanish. In this endless torment, Tantalus gave rise to the very word tantalize, reflecting his perpetual state of longing and despair. Then, there is the tale of the Danaïdes, the 50 daughters of Danaus, who were doomed by a curse rooted in family betrayal. Ordered by their father to murder their husbands on their wedding nights, all but one fulfilled this ghastly command. For this collective sin, they received a punishment as unending as it was symbolic. The Danaïdes were sentenced to fill a leaky vessel with water, their labor never bearing fruit due to its ceaseless drainage. This Sisyphean task mirrored their crime, a continual cycle of futility and remorse. And finally, we must speak of Prometheus. Unlike others punished for their defiance, Prometheus's transgression was a gift to humanity, a gift of fire stolen from the gods. For empowering mankind with this divine flame, Zeus chained him to a remote mountain peak where an eagle would feast daily upon his liver. Gifted with immortality, Prometheus endured excruciating pain each day, yet even in his suffering, he remained a symbol of sacrifice and foresight, showcasing the complex morality of divine and human justice. In exploring these tales of divine retribution, we see a common thread, a reflection on the limits of power and the consequences of pride. The Greek sinners were not condemned for their ambition alone, but for their reckless defiance of the divine order that structured their world. Their stories serve both as cautionary tales and profound meditations on human nature, engaging us in timeless questions of morality, justice, and the eternal struggle against fate. In the end, these myths remind us of our own vulnerabilities and the hubris that often accompanies human aspiration. By heeding their lessons, perhaps we avoid our own symbolic banishment to darkness, steering a course towards wisdom and humility in our mortal journey. So when you ponder the fates of these legendary figures, let their stories echo through time, as they have for millennia, posing a timeless challenge. To what gods do we each bow, and are we wise enough to recognize their power?